listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hello, welcome back to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare. I'm Nikki Davis, Jr., and I'm a licensed comedian and a stand-up esthetician. And I don't know how long I'm going to be able to say that because it's only clever one time, really.
Yeah, but if people only watch one episode, then it'll always be evergreen.
That's perfect. Mm-hmm. It's always evergreen as long as you only watch it one time.
It's always new if you never watch it again.
Yeah, these are good comedy lessons that you're teaching.
So?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but why? That's a good improv technique. I like that one.
Yes,
but
why
am I here doing this improv game?
Yeah, we're trying to make up our own yes ands. Yes, but yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well.
Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I think
well.
did we do that one before?
No, that's a good one.
Okay, yes, well.
Yeah, I like that because that's like, okay.
Yeah.
Now what's your point? That'd be so funny in an improv game. Somebody in the audience say, "What's your point with all this?" And they're like, "I don't know. We just get together as friends, and it's an art form."
And what?
I do like it though. I don't want to make fun of improv.
No.
People bag on it, but I think it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't ever.
I don't want to go see it.
I don't want to go see it.
No.
But I appreciate when it's done.
Yes.
And
done well. Yeah.
And
yeah.
yes.
Done for sure.
But.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah. Yes, but don't waste my time.
Yeah.
See, we brought that back around.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody for watching.
All right. And we'll see you next week.
All right.
With me on the vape.
On the ones and vapes.
Is Sandro Yocolano.
Yep.
Very vital to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And
I brought the suitcase stuff up.
He brings all my shit that
reminded me
all of this comes from my home. And thank God you're here because the set, I don't know, 2 or 3 times that I had brought it up by myself was probably, those were the couple of the worst days of my life.
Yeah. Why do you have to carry a suitcase? That's terrible.
I had to carry it up the stairs also.
Yeah.
And
this place should have an escalator. I got to talk to the owners of the building. It's built in 1920, I think, but it needs an escalator.
Was it really built in 1920?
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. Producer Mark says, yes, it was, which makes sense because we have a sofa that our guest is currently sitting on that's about 100 years old.
More than 100.
Beautiful.
More than 100. I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's really cool.
How much jizz is in there, do you think? Farts? Yeah, leather resist farts.
I think they've replaced the cushion inside with jizz and farts. That's what they did in the turn of that's what they call the turd of the century.
Turd of the century?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. I'm dry. I'm super dry, and it's affecting every part of me. Like I feel like my brain is dry.
Yeah, you've only said that for the last 5 days.
I know.
So that's what I've heard. Yeah. Why do you think you're so dry?
Because it's the Santa Ana winds.
Is that what that? I didn't.
That my client told me that today. I didn't have any idea. I was like, we came back from the desert, and the desert was like 20% humidity, which is actually kind of high. And then we came back here and it was 15% humidity. And that explains everything about my scalp, my hair, my skin. I just everything just feels crunchy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I made this very elaborate table full of things that we can talk about for helping our dry skin.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to you not having dry skin so you can talk about something else. But that's cool too. Whatever you want to talk about is good with me. I've had some dry skin too, and to the point where you have dry enough skin where it almost feels like it hurts.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like why is it?
It hurts me because when you touch me, your hands literally
I'm
feel
not supposed and also because I'm not supposed to touch you because of the court order.
Oh yeah.
But but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh look at my notes. I wrote those in the dark. I have notes on off the camera so I can pretend like I'm just saying this off the cuff. Not what I'm saying right now.
I love that paper. You use really it almost looks like a knit cardstock paper maybe. I just watched The Office.
Oh right, yeah.
Cardstock, so I figured that.
Yeah, you get it.
But yeah, it's a really nice paper.
It was under your coffee table, and so I used it.
That's only where I keep the finest coffee tables under my paper. Whatever. I don't. This is so dry. My brain.
Are you high?
Yeah.
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 Oh, you were hitting your vape.
I was hitting the vape.
Yeah. Is that not how you say it?
I think you do say it like that. You know what's funny? I realized and I may have said this before because the weed does work. When you give somebody a joint, it's in a case. You're like, oh, I'm gonna hit a joint. You're like, oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. But whenever somebody I want to offer the vape to someone, but it's such a weird thing because all I can think to say is hey, this has been in my pocket all day. because the joint's actually covered. The vape is just free flowing in there with everything you put in there, your hands.
Yeah.
So
Your mouth has been on it.
my mouth's been on it. Also, the pocket
The pocket?
of my pants has
Oh
been
yeah.
on it.
Who knows what's in there? Oh, pocket sand. What's pocket sand? Producer Mark is saying. Oh, is that what's in your pocket?
Pocket
with
sand.
with the vape.
Yeah, pocket sand. That makes sense. Sometimes I pick my belly button, I put it in my pocket, just because I don't want to throw it away. I want to put it in the compost pile.
What was I keeping in? Oh, I keep gum in my pockets.
Yeah,
Did I bring gum? I think I forgot to fill up my bag of gum.
yeah. She fills a bag of gum, and then when she chews the gum, she puts it everywhere that has a surface.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
It's
but
like little
fine.
sculptures.
But it's cute though. Like I'm like, oh, she's been here.
That's nice.
I-
I'm glad you still think it's cute.
Yeah, I think. I don't want to get angry at it, and it doesn't bother me. I don't have like furniture that I care about.
I can't tell you how many times he's taken just the chewed up saliva gum right out of my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Even on shows, you've taken it from me.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not grossed out.
I do it on stage sometimes because I forget to take my gum out of my mouth, and I'll just hand it to somebody in the front row.
Yeah, they always take it though.
They did most of the time.
No,
They
somebody-
take it. I mean, yeah, most of the time. I've had a couple people be like, "No."
Yeah,
I'm like, what's your problem? I just had COVID.
yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Can you transmit COVID through gum?
Well, it's saliva.
Mm.
I mean, I guess you'd have to like inhale it.
Sniff it. You have
Yeah.
to sniff the gum. I don't sniff any gum because of the fentanyl stuff,
Yeah.
but also from other people, because you never know like what they have in their mouth or
Oh yeah,
their pocket, because you keep yours in your pocket.
I do.
So
But it keeps it nice and warm and chewy.
then you put it back in your mouth.
No, I mean, like if I have the pocket gum that I will offer people pocket gum,
Mhm.
right? And people will often take it
They'll
because
take
it's
it.
a hard surface on the outside. But this goes back around to the dryness. It makes my mouth not dry.
The gum.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
If I'm going up somewhere, if there's even a slight chance I'm going to be nervous, I have to chew like 3 pieces of gum.
I've done that before where like you chew the gum and it kind of keeps your mouth going.
Mhm.
And apparently like when you chew gum, I don't know how true this is or not, but when you chew gum, it kind of keeps you kind of thinking. Or
Oh.
maybe it like, could you turn your phone off?
Sorry.
This is your podcast.
It's my horoscope.
Oh, good. Read it.
I'm not gonna read it
You
right
will be really inconsiderate on your own show. That's it. When the moon goes into Uranus,
Yeah.
which is my favorite thing, what that thing says. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think chewing gum is good. Is that where we landed on that?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Because you said it makes you think.
Yeah, that's what it is. It kind of keeps you going. I guess the saliva moving, and it does eat up some of that anxious energy
Yeah.
that you have. And then you clench your teeth together.
It also makes you look cooler when you walk into a room and you're chewing gum.
Yeah, it makes you look calm.
Yeah, it makes you look confident, calm. You got your own thing
Yeah.
going.
Your heart's beating like really, really fast, like 300 beats a minute, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And then your gum is like, just, it's like, oh my God, that person's really calm. Look at how calmly they're chewing their gum. They don't even care if they actually make a full bite.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You kind of play off that energy to people.
And then your mouth is, I don't want to talk about saliva.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay. We already did that, I think.
Yeah. It's like spit and stuff, right?
Spit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But you can, yeah, I'm good with that if you want to talk about spit.
Well, the problem is because when you get nervous, my mouth, it feels like cotton.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I've been in places where they serve water that
Mhm.
actually makes your mouth drier.
When we were in, was it Rome or Florence? They had like the,
Bragging.
Yeah. It's like, are you guys dating? What the hell are you doing in Rome and Florence together? Yeah.
yeah, we've been dating for about 11 years now.
Yeah.
But it's been terrible. Yeah, we had to.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, no,
I was just kidding.
it hasn't been great, but it's been good. No, I love whatever.
I love being in a relationship.
Yes. Yeah, I'm currently going through a relationship. That's
Yeah.
what I like to tell people. I'm going through a relationship right now. But yeah, it was like Florence or whatever. It was like the water was from like they have like the well,
Mhm.
like in the street they have like just like the water fountains or whatever. But it made me feel, and washing my hands with it made me feel more dry.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
You didn't mention that, I don't think, before.
I think we talked about it there, but you just forgot about it.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
probably.
it's been so dry that your memory's been failing you. Lately.
Yeah. What's Dasani? Does that Mark's saying Dasani? Does that have like other people spit in it?
I think so. Yeah.
It's not spelled right either, Mark.
That's all right.
That's all
It's
right.
not even a real word. Dasani. What is that?
It's just manufactured
I think
water
it's-
from like Pillsbury or something.
That's what. Yeah. Right.
I think.
If it
I
has
don't
pi-
even think it's like fancy.
No, if it had pills in it, that'd be cool. Coca-Cola
It's
Company.
Coca-Cola. I mean, how good could it be if it's from Coca-Cola?
Yeah. What was that in Parks and Rec where they had water zero?
Yeah. But it still had
But
like
it-
90
But
calories
it had
per
90
serving.
Yeah, but it had 90 calories, but no sugar.
Oh yeah. But what is in there?
I don't know.
Pork chops.
Fructose.
Yeah.
Porn chops. Porn chops?
No.
Pork chops.
Por-
porn
oh,
chops.
Porn chops.
Do they have pork chops and porn chops? Because I think that would be cool.
We're talking really fast, both of us.
I don't think I'm at all.
I
It was supposed
do.
to be a
Oh,
joke,
okay.
but it was the hacky.
You didn't
joke.
do it.
I didn't do it right.
You didn't do it right.
Yeah.
We'll practice that another time
Mhm.
and do it again.
We can start the whole thing over again.
All right.
Okay,
Hey, you
cool.
guys, welcome to Sex, Drugs, and Skincare.
I'm Nikki Davis Jr.
And I am Sandro Yoko Ono.
Yep. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you say we bring out our guest?
I would say no, but I have nothing else to say, and I think we should bring out the guest because I'm excited. I'm excited for this podcast and the dryness, and also I have a big bottle of glycerin in front of me that I can't wait to get into what's going on with this. But yeah, I'm down.
It's exciting. I can't wait to talk about all the shit that it's in.
It isn't a lot of stuff.
I know. Crazy
Like a
stuff
lot
that
of
you wouldn't
stuff.
maybe really realize.
It's in a Bush song.
Yeah.
It's in this bottle in front of me.
Yeah.
He was always talking about dry skin, that guy,
Yeah. Glycerin.
Mr. Rosdale.
Maybe you wouldn't have cheated on Gwen Stefani if you had a little more glycerin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, or if he had less glycerin, he would have been not so lubricated, maybe.
That's
And
Oh.
yeah, that's what it
he
is.
could- yeah, he should have been staying away from the
I
glycerin.
think you both lubed up that joke from different ends and made it pass
We
through.
did.
We did.
So there we go.
said, this is what women do.
Glycerin.
Yeah. It's like when you said that, I just pictured like the end scene of
Fear. No.
a Fear.
Yeah, remember the movie Fear? That glycerine is in the movie Fear with Reese Witherspoon and
Is that
Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah,
where he's a
Oh.
stalker and
I
it's
don't
hot.
think I've seen it. Oh, maybe we
That's
should
a
see
trippy
it.
movie. I
Yeah.
almost thought of Cape Fear when you said that, and I pictured
Oh.
Robert De Niro in with Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon.
That
But
would've
it's
been
not the same
good.
movie.
Crazy.
Yeah,
cast.
it's like a guy where he's like he loves her so much that it's like kill her whole family. So
Oh
like
my
girls with
God.
bad dads love it.
Which is everybody we know.
Exactly.
In
I was
comedy, that's all you're pretty much gonna
like, yeah,
find.
I know.
Yeah.
I was very into it.
I had a bad daddy.
yeah.
My daddy was bad.
No, he wasn't.
No, he's dead. All right.
Yeah. Wait, I was gonna. Oh, just before I just wanted to say the movie I was thinking
Yes.
of was what's the movie with what's his name?
Jared Leto.
Yes, thank you.
The movie with which movie? What
the pretty girl with the dark hair, and he becomes a drug dealer with Ellen Burstyn. I think is his mom.
Oh, yeah.
Requiem for a Dream.
Requiem. Yeah.
Yes.
Right, and you said you lubed it from both ends.
Like the most notorious scene of that
Dude,
movie.
I fell asleep before that scene the first time I
Really?
saw it, and I was like, "What?" I didn't understand. Like, what's the big deal? Like, why is it so terrible? And then I finally saw it, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh my
shit."
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that guy, the same guy, I believe the same guy, who was from Something About Mary saying, how'd you get the beams above the Franks? Talking about the zipper getting zipped up, was
Yeah.
the same guy who was in that scene.
Oh,
And he unzips his pants and he goes, I didn't take it out for air.
does he really say that?
Yeah, he does that. Yeah.
We gotta
He
not
does
watch
comedy
that again.
and drama. He shows
Wow.
such range. And it's all penis related. So, I mean,
Maybe
he's got it
improv
covered
that
from
one.
both ends.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you. I brought it around
Yeah, you
again.
did. Good.
Full circle.
You did. Yeah, first circle.
First circle jerk. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So okay, we're gonna bring up our first guest. I only have one.
Well, technically that's
It's
true.
our 31st guest, actually. I think.
Nice.
Please tell me if I'm saying you're. I brought her up on stage a few times, and we've had conversations, but I've never actually confirmed.
Ugh.
Is it?
Monterey.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
I covered my mic. for
You're
some
like,
reason.
just in case.
You were
I was
also-
gonna say
You're
Monterey.
also very like notorious for mispronouncing people's names right away. There's a friend of ours named Jeffrey that you always say Daniel. to this day,
Or you can just say
Baldinger.
sir.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sir.
she thinks Jeff Baldinger looks like a Daniel. So every time she calls
He
him
does look like a
Daniel,
Doesn't he?
freckled Daniel.
I can
That is
see
a
that.
freckled
Yes, thank
Daniel.
You.
I can see that.
Yeah, I appreciate
And I'll
that.
have nothing less.
If anybody's listening to the podcast and not watching, Jeffrey Baldinger is a human guy who has freckles and he's a sweetheart.
And a redhead.
And he's
And
a
a
redhead.
redhead,
Let's
and he
not
plays.
forget.
I was saying guitar. He plays piano at the
Piano.
Comedy Store.
Yeah, he's a very talented musician.
He's a
Plays
very talented,
percussions. He plays percussions.
What are you talking about?
I should have said drums, but whatever. He's percussion.
Oh, that's right. You told me you played drums.
Yeah, but like individual, like percussion. Not
Each
like
cushion.
that sounds delicious. We're gonna get off on a tangent here. I don't
All right.
want to.
We're already 15 minutes in. We've been on a tangent for quite a while. At
Yeah, why
least
not?
14 minutes of it has been a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
Yeah.
she's super funny. I remember when I would bring her, I was the host at the Haha for many Fridays.
Yeah.
And whenever she came in, I just magically would pull her name very
Whoa.
because I was like, this is a good, really good comics. I don't want them to wait because I want them to be able to come and get out of there as
Yeah.
opposed to like the brand new people who don't know how badly the system is run.
Right.
Yeah.
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 But
There's a lot of
thank you.
furniture
Yeah.
people back then at those clubs.
Furniture people?
A lot of people that were the comics were just furniture basically.
Yes.
They don't
Yeah.
mind just hanging out. It's not a dig at anything. I'm just saying like they just kind of came in and did their thing. They liked hanging out more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when some people also like to come in and get out. So it was nice for you to recognize that and accidentally pull their names.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I did get yelled at quite a bit from some of the newer comics who didn't understand how it worked, but
That's fine. Everybody yells at that club. That's how the club is run.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that.
No, they get
Oh,
shit
that's how
done.
they get it done.
They get shit done.
All right,
I
you
know
can-
how to positively.
You
spin
gotta go.
stuff.
You
Okay,
gotta
I
go.
gotta go.
All right, so coming to the couch, very
Oh.
excited to bring up Monterey Martinez. Yay!
Hello. Yay. Thank you for having me.
My God, thank you for coming here.
Yes.
And you brought it with the pajamas.
I sure did.
I
was
love
like,
this.
you said pajamas, and I was like, that's everything any woman's ever wanted to hear.
Oh my God, some people get a little weird about it.
Really?
Yeah, and I've had people actually change out of their jammies before they go back out. I'm like, why?
Wow. I'm surprised more comics don't do comedy in pajamas.
I do.
It's really odd to me because I'm like, we're supposed to be vulnerable. We're supposed to just be like
Yeah.
honest. You're like, who are we tricking here? Like, we're all set. Like, we're all like hanging on by a thread.
Exactly.
Let's wear our
If-
pajamas.
the fact that we got out of bed at all is a miracle.
Truly,
Yeah.
truly. Yes.
So yeah, it's great to see. Oh, I was going to describe for the audience. It's not able to see her on just the podcast. She's wearing a really super cute hoodie with it's blue and white, blue and black checkers.
It sure is.
I misplaced. I can't talk today.
You just
That's
did.
okay.
I know,
You're
but
doing great.
I missed. I wasn't able to say. Oh, here comes the steamer because it's so fucking dry. I brought the steamer for us today.
Yes. Get into my
I'm gonna
pores,
bring it
yeah.
closer, maybe.
I like that.
Oh, but the cord. But anyways, and then she's wearing super cute sweats.
They
And
say California, and we live in
In
California.
California.
Not one of those regular girls. I wear the state that I live in on my pants.
I would need to start doing that.
Yeah.
Where did you get those?
From a thrift store. You know, thrift
Mm.
stores are everything
Yeah.
to poor people.
And it
but
also means like nobody else can get it.
that's right. One of a kind. Yeah.
That's the best way to get stuff like that because if you gift shore,
See, you too.
God, gift shore. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you sell gifts near the ports, no. If you go to if you have a gift store living, it can get very expensive.
Yeah.
But if it's gone from the gift store to somebody, then like funneled back into the thrift store and you get it for way cheaper.
The grift store.
The grift store, yeah, exactly.
That's right.
You just steal it.
That's true. The grift store is way better. It's a grift that keeps on grifting.
Grifting.
But yeah, anyways, that was my point. It was just the gift store. Wait till it goes to the thrift store like you did. And there we go. Longshoreman is what I think I was talking about. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Sandra always likes, he's good at filling in the gaps.
yeah.
Mhm.
Even when we don't need one.
And,
Sometimes-
he's good with words. He's putting words together,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I like what you're doing with your mouth
Thank you.
in a non-sexual way.
Yeah, no, I hear, and then I just stop talking sometimes, and nothing comes
Where'd
out.
you go?
I show range.
That happens very rarely, by the way.
I know. Ugh.
Oh, and please, if you can show the camera your socks.
Oh yeah, these
I-
are marijuana. The bottom's so dirty.
That's
just
even better. That
kidding.
makes it more
I mop my
awesome.
floor all the time.
They're
It's so
they're
weird.
white with black pot
Marijuana
leaves.
leaves.
Yeah,
And these
so
are
cute.
from, there's a store called Dollar King,
Uh-huh.
not to be confused with Dollar Tree. Okay.
Okay.
So Dollar King so Dollar Tree now, everything's $1.25. Used to be everything's $1. But Dollar King was always $1.25. So now they're like $1.33. Just in case, I just want you to know
Yeah,
what's
don't
out
get it
there.
mixed
Yeah,
up.
I don't want you to be, confused.
Even the
But-
99-cent store isn't $1 anymore.
It's not. But now, see, 99-cent store, they were smart because they said 99 cents and up store.
Oh.
There's like a little
I
thing
never
right there.
noticed that before.
Well, I did, Nikki.
That's
And
why you're a comedian. You're very observant.
I was like, hey, I know that I can't just get everything for $1 here. But I love Dollar Tree, Dollar King, the 99-cent store, because it's like everybody's rich at the dollar
Oh,
store.
hell yeah.
You could have like 20 things in your basket and you're like, that's only $20.
I better put 20 more in there.
Yeah, and you can get socks and chapstick and like sponges and
What kind of sponge? Oh, like for
cleanings.
dishwashing?
Yeah, and like sandwich bags and candles. It's just nonsense stuff. I'm like, this needs to be $1, and there it is.
I found that when I went to the 99-cent store, this is kind of off topic, but like I would get the bags, but they would only sell the bags that you couldn't put anything in them. They weren't even big enough for like a sandwich. They were good. They were good for weed.
The snack bags. They do have
Yes.
sandwich bags there now.
Oh,
okay. Okay. Don't let her deter you. They have
Sorry,
sandwich
Dad,
bags.
thank you for
Yeah.
clearing
You're talking
that
about
up.
the Ziploc selection, like
yeah.
that kind of
Ziploc
thing.
selection,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so does the dollar store also sell produce like the 99-cent
Yeah,
store?
they do. The Dollar Tree doesn't sell a lot of produce, but they have like some food items. But sometimes like a lot of those stores, people don't realize that like they resell from other stores. So it could be like Target or Best Buy, not Best Buy, Big Lots or whatever. So like
Best Buy produce.
I'm like, you can get a laptop from the Dollar Tree. Don't want you to know.
Yeah.
It doesn't turn on, but you can have it. But it's cool because there's sometimes they sell stuff from like Whole Foods. Like I've gotten like
Oh.
organic, like essential oils and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you got to hunt. But that's like the best part is like, I'll go to a Dollar Tree at like the first of the month and I'm like, what can I get? And
We
it's
need to
exciting.
go. Like
I think
maybe
it's-
on the weekend.
Well, I was gonna say because that's oh, there you go.
Now we're getting nasty and naughty.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Welcome back to the sauna.
Oh,
Yeah.
you can't even see my face. Steve is more important. Here, I'll focus it at you there. It's just because I'm short. I need a longer torso so I can like.
Are
It's-
you short?
Steamed.
Yeah.
Well-
I pretend to be 5'3".
Oh, but you're like 5'2"?
Yeah,
Okay. I feel like the average height for American woman is 5'4". So
I think
feel
so
like you're
too.
right there.
Oh, the mic.
Oh, me or
No, I think
Oh.
me. Yeah, yeah. I got a big finger pointed at me. Pull
was
the
a
mic
middle
towards
finger.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, there she was. Like, yeah.
That's next.
That's
Yes.
right, Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh, sandwich bags.
Sandwich
Dollar
bag.
Tree.
At the Dollar Tree.
And wait, you were just saying something about, damn it.
Oh, going on the weekend.
Oh.
To yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I find that with thrift stores you can do that, but I'm guessing dollar stores, if you go out of town and not in like the big city, like the big city,
Yeah.
LA,
Mhm.
you can find some like real treasures out there.
Oh
and-
yeah, like Woodland Hills and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even like Tarzan.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have like my favorite 99-cent store. I have my favorite Dollar Tree that
Oh,
like
very
sometimes
cool.
I'll be like taking a field trip and then I get really excited. And I'm sure a lot of the stuff I buy is unnecessary, but a lot of it I do put in use.
Yeah.
And then, if you're that person and you're like, damn it, it's somebody's birthday, I always have like a candle and like a little like
Oh.
cute notebook or something. And you put it in a little bag and it's like, oh, I'm the most thoughtful person
yeah,
ever.
and you spent $3.
Exactly.
I love that. I'm gonna start doing that. Yeah, they
Yeah.
get the cute little bags. Like you
Yeah.
say, the card. You
They
can
have the
get cards.
They have everything. yeah, it's amazing.
I bet you the more expensive the neighborhood, the less pick through it is because they don't
Exactly.
need it. They don't want to be seen at the dollar
No,
store.
it's like embarrassing for them, and I'm like, joke's on you.
Yeah,
You want to save money? Okay, but yeah,
I keep my money in the bank.
that's right.
Oh man, how have you been feeling? Sorry to interrupt you. But
Oh no, you're like sorry to get you off of your
No.
obsession with Dollar King.
it's never enough,
Yeah,
honestly.
you're like honestly, we were hoping you were going to talk about it. I've been good in life in general. Wait, was that the question? Like,
you
in
know
life?
what? That works. Yeah.
yeah, or like, how does my skin feel?
Well, you could get to that, but
Yeah.
have you been feeling like? How are you feeling? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like tension just in general with people,
For sure.
and but just based on everything like that. Like, do you
Yeah.
feel like? are you a person that like feels down when that sort of stuff happens, or do you feel like, I don't know?
I think LA is a very interesting place because it is this hodgepodge of so many people trying to pursue their dreams, and you get. I think it's like, there's always that thing like, oh, you got to sell your soul to the devil or whatever. But like, really, I've like realized after like living here for 18 years, I came right after high school, but I'm 36. Okay. Anyway,
Where were you from?
I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Oh.
Yeah, it's trash. I'm like actually from the
that
trash
about
part.
you.
I love that. I knew you were trash. When I saw the dirty socks, knew you were trash. When he said Dollar Tree, confirmed it.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see the bottoms of this. So I actually can't see them, and nor have I seen. Oh, they
you
are.
know,
Wow,
I'm not
so
one of those regular girls. I don't always do my laundry. But yeah. So like when I first moved out here, it was like interesting. It's like the last few years I've noticed where I was like, oh, like you just watch people like make choices every day, like while they're pursuing their dreams. And like, you realize that it's like, oh, people become the devil. Like it's like your choice of like, if you're going to serve your ego or if you're going to actually have integrity. But most people think that they have integrity until they're like provided with an opportunity or like a chance to display it. And you just end up disappointed with a lot of people so much of the time. And so
opportunity is just the devil, I think.
Like, of course.
That will flip you around real quick.
Totally.
Or like when you feel like you miss an opportunity, or maybe you feel like you have to be a certain way for it to get that. And then
you're like, I'll just do it this one time. I'll just suck his dick and it'll be fine.
Yeah,
for sure.
The alleyway has, it's fine.
What's that?
The alleyway is fine.
The alleyway is fine.
You start rationalizing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's interesting take. I like that.
Yeah, he has weird sores on his penis. It should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah. So it's this.
Wait, are there unweird sores on a penis?
Yeah. It's like, the ones that are like a little bit more purple and like, darker tones should be fine because that's scarring. Skincare. But if they're like more red and flesh color, then you're like, this is
Stay
dangerous.
away from the boils.
Yeah.
Stay away from the boils.
That's what my mom said.
Anything green is a no-no.
Yeah, stay away from the boils and anything green.
Unless it's vegetables.
Yeah, or weed.
Yeah.
At the Dollar King.
Yes,
at the Dollar Tree. Yeah.
Dollar King. Is there Dollar King and Dollar Tree?
Yeah, Dollar King is where I go. Dollar King sells a lot of makeup.
Oh, okay.
Now most of it's from China. Not
yeah.
China, but do you want your makeup from there? But then they sell a lot of makeup, but sometimes they have like Milani and they have like CoverGirl, so they get like all the shit from like CVS or whatever for $1.30.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you're saving some serious bucks.
Yeah. And that's where I get all my makeup, and I'm in my 30s, and I should probably stop doing that. But
whatever works.
Yeah, I'm not going to until I make money.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's how I've noticed how I've been rationalizing my time here in Los Angeles, where I'm just like, okay, a lot of people are shitty, and that's okay. And I just try to maintain my peace by, making the good choices to protect and have boundaries, and that's all you can do.
I think it ends up worse for the person who's doing those things, because eventually it just gets around that you're an ass.
For sure.
And then people don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you sit around for 25 years and don't make any money, someone's going to be like, oh, you're a cool person. Let's work with you. And then you can start making some money. At least that's what I'm thinking is going to happen to me.
Totally. Yeah. Well, I think too that sometimes a lot of the assholes they're good at making money.
Mm-hmm.
So then everybody just it's the Carlos Mencia thing where everybody knew, they're like, hey, you're like, that's my dad. I'm kidding. But like everybody knew he was stealing jokes and everybody knew he was an asshole, and nobody said anything because he had the #1 show. And, so it kind of was just this thing where all the comics were like, ugh. And then, obviously one person stood up, but that went on for like years. And I'm like, those same storylines happen right now in front of our face, and everybody plays into it. And whether they like open for the person or they write for the person or they are, on Instagram, like fire emoji. And you're like, in 10 years, like how these things are all going to play out. Yeah. So it's just interesting to like watch people not have foresight and watch them make those same mistakes like that we've seen in history and comedy history. And you're like, you're a fucking idiot. But, it's, I don't know what I'm talking about, but
it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Cause I know like a lot of people in that thing feel like you have to be a dick to people to get by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they notice that people around them are being dicks to them, but that's what you kind of put out there. So that's what you get back.
Yeah.
And then, and there's also comics I know that, like really nice people, but they open or they write for somebody who is literally a criminal.
Totally.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to do that. But then there's a part of me that also thinks like, why can't I just be a cog and just go along with it? But then I know I'd hate myself for that.
I mean, I've heard that argument a lot. Like, like just for example, like Chris D'Elia, and there's people who open for him.
Yeah.
And it's like, they should be getting chances to do stuff like that. And is it supporting the person that's a dick and is, having sex with, his sex slaves that are 14?
Yeah.
Or that's in now.
Or do you,
Sorry.
that's in fashion.
Yeah.
Or do you just you're like, oh, but no, this is I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I would be hesitant,
For
but
sure.
also I'd be like, I have a fucking opportunity. I don't have to support everything he does.
Totally.
What would you do?
Yeah. I mean, I think I ask myself that a lot of the times too, because it's like I have been in those positions, not exactly with Chris D'Elia, but where you want to be compassionate and understanding, and you want to give people the chance to change, or and I also want to be a person that I'm like, oh, I can be forgiving. So it's like, what, people are gonna make mistakes or commit crimes, and what are we gonna do, ship them all to Australia again? Like, get out of here, So there's a part of me that I'm like, okay, like I don't believe in like chastising people or holding things over people's heads forever, but I do believe that as an individual, when you're around a person, like if that person really is different, or if that person really is shitty. And so I call it like serving a false king. Like I've worked for people sometimes where I'm like, okay, they're really successful and I'm getting stage time and I'm getting to like tour around the country or whatever. But if I keep witnessing you being emotionally abusive or a piece of shit to people, at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm not going to serve you, because I'm like, and I don't knock people who do, because it's like, yeah, I did for a while. I was like, I needed the money, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like you have to be the one that looks at yourself in the mirror, and like you are the one that's like in control of your happiness. And when you keep surrounding yourself by people where you're like, it's just for money, then at the day, like that's who you are. You're like, I am willing to make myself miserable just for money. I'm willing to subject myself to pain just for whatever. And so you're like, I'm in control of all of that. So I don't knock it, but I hope that people, get the realization or have like the self-worth to be like, I don't have to do anything that I don't like.
Yeah.
Like I have enough faith in myself to be like, no, the right people and the right opportunities will.
I like that.
align
You just have faith that it's just going to come around the other
Now,
way.
it's not working. I'm shopping at the Dollar King. Let me be clear. But I'm just, okay. But
I don't know. And I think also people will be like, oh, they're friends.
Yeah.
So now you've been associated with this bad situation.
Totally.
And then that doesn't really serve you either.
Right.
So now you only get to hang out with shitty people.
Totally. I knew like the time where I was like, I'm going to stop working with this person was when they invited me to their wedding. And I was like, I cannot go to this wedding because I just watch him. Like when I say, and I'm not one of those girls, like he's emotionally abusive, but like he's genuinely emotionally abusive.
Who is it?
I'll tell you off air for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when it's just screaming and yelling at I've watched him spit steak into her hand because there had fat on it.
What?
Yeah, like she feeds him like while he drives, like because he can't use his hands.
Who's she?
The wife.
Oh, the wife
was the
okay.
girlfriend at the time, and
she obviously she married him.
Yeah, she sure did, and like. The time when I saw him like spit steak in her hand, or like when he would like yell at her in front of everybody, like, hey, why the hell is my phone over here? Get over here. Get over here. Why is my phone out? Like stuff like that constantly. And I would just like pretend to be like sleeping in the back seat, like when we were like driving. So I was like,
oh my God.
I'm not watching any of this awkwardness.
So uncomfortable.
Super uncomfortable. And when I was like, wait, I'm not willing to go to their wedding. So like, why am I willing to like keep like showing up face to face and like having my name like next to him? And I'm like, because I'm like, if anything ever came out because she was like messaging his agent, like he's emotionally abusive, he's doing all this stuff. And I'm like, if any of that stuff ever came out and I'm going to be like, yeah, I knew the whole entire time or whatever. And then people are going to be like, well, why'd you keep working with him? And I'm like, I just wanted the money. Like
that's not a good look either.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was just like, I'm just going to cut it off now and just starve. but just starve literally.
At least he came out and like showed himself to you right away, where it ultimately makes your decision easier. Where it's like,
for sure.
okay, no, I just can't.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't a secret.
yeah,
for sure. Yeah. And there's like, it sucks too, because like, I don't know, maybe it's not a woman thing, but I feel like women were so much more like willing to be like, well, maybe he's just this, or like, well, he had that, or okay. Like, I always am justifying. I'm like, this person's a monster, Monterey. You've seen him do it so many times, and he's treated you like shit. You gotta just. And he's a hack. I'm kidding.
I can't wait.
that's the most egregious abusive thing I find.
Being
a
hacky?
hack.
Yeah.
Just be a little more creative.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
try.
Also, yelling at women, I think, is also that's hacky.
Yeah.
That's like so
It's
hacky.
been done.
Yeah,
It's been so
before.
done.
Yeah, try whispering.
Yeah, try whispering or put your hands on her. Let's heighten it up.
Oh my
Like
god,
a real
whispering
man.
and putting your hands. Like, what is your problem? That's
Yeah.
creepy.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh,
That's
too,
wow.
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Write
Yeah.
that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it.
Yeah.
I'm going to see that on stage now.
Yeah. Oh, when I tell you the
Yes,
person, you're gonna be like, yes.
So exciting.
All makes sense.
It looks like our steam is getting close to running out, but I'm thinking I'm feeling a little, even if it's just psychosomatic, I'm feeling less dry.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
They're just watching it or whatever, and I know that it's hot, not like you have like a diffuser that's like
It's like cool steam.
it's like cool steam, which is pretty cool.
It is cool.
But I like this one. It feels like it would be more moist.
I
Yeah.
think so too.
Mark says I look moist. Well, yeah, I do. I think I do. I guess
You're
I look
always a little
moist.
sweaty.
I'm a little not right now, which is ironic.
I know.
I was sweating there, but the steamy wasn't even on. Steamy?
The steamy wasn't
steamy
even on.
Stephen.
No.
Stephen.
Oh my God, my brain is drying out.
It's okay.
You're good.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, I was going to talk. This is something I recently discovered, and I'm bringing it back around just for a second, and we can go off topic again. But I've been trying to find ways to lock in moisture,
yeah.
and the best way to start is don't get out of the shower
Ever.
ever. Yeah, exactly.
You can cry in there. Nobody knows.
That's the best part about crying in the shower is you can't tell because
No,
there's
yeah,
just water
exactly.
pouring on you anyway.
Exactly.
And it's moisturizing.
That's right.
Mhm.
Salt.
Oh, I don't know. Salt is moisturizing. I think if you drink it, maybe.
You can drink your tears.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Just cry while the shower head's hitting you in the face.
Yeah.
But you probably don't want to drink LA water
No.
or any
Oh,
tap
yeah.
water, really.
Yeah.
We need to get a better
Filter.
shower head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to get a reverse osmosis system in the apartment I rent.
Yeah.
I need to hook up a water softener.
I know.
Definitely. But I came across, I don't even know how I maybe I was just reading about something like different ingredients. Will you shut that out for me? Just
Yeah.
so it doesn't burn itself out. But glycerin.
Mhm.
Okay. And when I first told Monterey that we were talking about this, your response was
I was like, oh, vegetable glycerin. I was like, I know it because I've tried a DIY. I'm very like one of holistic type of like person,
Yeah.
and mostly that's because I don't have health insurance. So it's like you have to make your own
Yeah.
shit. You're like, there's no option. But so anyway, when I was like researching like how to home make stuff, vegetable glycerin was always like a big.
it's huge.
yeah.
It's like in everything that's moisturizing. And
Right.
so I brought this. As a matter of fact, I might fill up an empty serum bottle with. This is just like I don't even know anything about this brand. It was just one of the cheaper ones on Instagram, on Amazon.
Instagram will know now.
But yes, they call it an all natural humectant. Okay. I know
it's
what
not
I'm
a real
talking
word,
about.
so
There's
don't even
cat
worry
hair on
about it.
this,
Yeah.
but yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this is just food grade glycerin, and it's halal certified. So
Mm.
in case you're
I was hoping I was
Jewish?
honestly
Yeah.
gonna ask you that next.
Yeah.
I was like, it better be halal. So
No,
Yeah.
halal is halal. It's halal right to eat if it's because it's kosher.
that's right. It's halal.
That's how
right.
that's how that means halal. Yeah.
But it's from vegetable oil. And so at first I started by, I would put it in my conditioner, mix it in there, and then put it all through because my scalp gets super dry.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then my face and my hair, but I was putting on my scalp and my hair, and then you leave it for, 5-10 minutes in the shower.
Yeah.
Then you rinse it out. And if you want, you could actually put a little more on your hair and kind of just leave it in there.
Oh,
It
okay.
might get a little bit like, I don't know, flatter,
Right.
if you're worried about that, or, we could just wear a hat and nobody knows.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Story of my life. Yeah.
But, so I was going to go through some of the, so, this is the plain glycerin. Then I was starting to look into, oh, and by the way, all right, let me see. Topically, vegetable glycerin draws moisture to your skin. I'm just reading the stuff that I wanted to talk about. It helps to retain the moisture. It softens, it's smoothing, it's soothing your complexion. It enhances your appearance and the texture of your unhealthy skin, which is just dryness, flaking, wrinkles caused by the environmental stressors. And it's non-comedogenic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it doesn't clog your pores.
Hell yeah.
It helps your skin to absorb other skin health enhancing things like cocoa butter, which is my new thing.
Yeah.
That smells delicious, by the way.
It smells so. Here, you can smell it if you want.
Thank you.
You need a knife to cut it, cocoa butter. So I'll take sometimes I take a piece of it and
Ooh,
then
that smells like chocolate.
I know. I was gonna make merch. I was gonna make lip balm.
Yeah.
So I bought that and the shea butter.
Love it.
Shea butter is awesome too.
That smells great as well.
It does.
It smells
actually.
like you can eat it.
I've bought raw shea butter before and like African black soap,
Do you
which
want
is
some?
thank you.
Rub it into your hands.
It's so soft. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You have to do this all while you still have the water on your body, though.
Okay.
That's the important
it locks
thing.
it in.
Yeah,
then?
it locks it in. Exactly.
Love it.
So it's great for your hair. It helps to repair the damage. It helps to eliminate congestion in your skin.
Oh, nice.
It contributes to the shine, make your hair and your skin a little shiny and take away some of the dullness of it.
Hell yeah.
And then let's see. Oh, and then I wrote more benefits, but I didn't spell it right. I wrote more benefits.
Benefits.
I made all of these pages in the dark. It helps to guard against overexposure to UV. Didn't know that. It prevents the water evaporation. That's why you gotta leave it on your skin and then put it on. It's good for rashes, sores, like the ones on the penises you don't want.
Yeah.
The alleyways.
Yeah. Producer Mark just goes.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what that meant, but I liked it. Itching, hives, rashes. Did I write rashes twice? I did because I like rashes. Eczema.
Blazing Saddles fan, huh?
Yeah, Blazing Saddles. I like rape.
Yeah.
Do they even play that movie anymore?
They do. So I watched it. I think I told you about this, but I watched it like a couple months ago with my mom.
Uh-huh.
And there's like a 7 or 8 minute disclaimer at the beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about like the whole thing and how a different time it was, and Mel Brooks being like one of the one of the biggest satirical geniuses at the time and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But the whole movie is completely non-PC.
It's unbelievable. Even watching it, and I love it. I'll just go, ooh, and I'm not a friggin' loser like these bloggers. But seriously, but I'm also like, ooh, God.
Well,
because you just feel like it's so you couldn't say that.
They use the N-word multiple times.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
The thing
and that's just off camera.
Yeah.
In the break room and on near the crafty services. But yeah, it's a pretty intense movie. But yeah, it's pretty interesting.
It shouldn't be intense, but it's supposed to be funny. But
it is hilarious. But when you watch it and you kind of figure
now in today's time, it's cringy.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, there's like movies from like sometimes the 80s or something, and they'll like say something. I'm like, ooh, I was. Oh no, it was like a clip of the news channel, and they're like, and Democrat black, and like they were just saying he was like black, like he's a Democrat and he's black, and. Like, Jesus Christ.
Wait, say the thing that you saw and you just showed me on YouTube.
Oh, it's like a clip that went viral years ago. It was somebody who was like, there's a newscaster that was like, there's a man from so-and-so that climbed Mount Everest or whatever. And get this, he's gay. No, he's not gay. He's blind. And like, I was like,
it
was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just such a funny, like, get this, he's gay.
He's gay.
They
he's
have
blind.
time to take the dick out of their mouth and have hobbies. Isn't that crazy? Like, Jesus.
You're never gonna believe it.
Yeah. Gay people do other things.
It's so weird that what was like. Why was that even in her head?
Blind and like
And
it's something.
gay
I think
blind?
she's a little blind. If
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing.
All right, and get this, he's black.
Yeah. Yeah, you can watch like old, just like new, and they're just so and like, and he's black, and you're like, all right,
oh, no.
yeah, and then he's like, hey,
Every Jimmy Stewart movie I've watched, and topical stuff, but every Jimmy Stewart movie, even like What's a Wonderful Life, when he's like, now you listen to me, like he's grabbing the woman and going, like, you listen to me, like such a physical, and she's like, and they barely know each other, and he's like, we're gonna get married, and she's like, oh, whatever your name is, I forgot his name, but it's like that's how it was, like,
kiss me.
Yeah. Even now, you're like, oh my god, that's a little aggressive.
It's totally aggressive.
Yeah, a little too much.
What's his name?
Stewart, Jimmy Stewart.
I was going to say Jim Carrey.
Jimmy Carrey.
Jim Stewart.
Well, he does an impression of Jimmy Stewart, so.
Oh, does he? Yeah, I'm sure he does.
I mean, it's come on. Yeah.
Also, okay, so let's go back to it soothes eczema and psoriasis, which I have a little bit of that sometimes. Yeah, I have. Because I get what is it called? I get
diarrhea.
That too, but no, it's seborrhea dermatitis.
What is that?
So it's basically is
that like when you get out of the shower and your skin gets like red and blotchy?
No, it's more flaky.
Oh, okay,
and like crusty. It gets kind of crusty, and I think it's like because it's coming out of because like sebum comes out of your pores. It's not semen, but some people have semen coming out of their pores. But yeah, they
those people are whores.
Yeah. And it's antibacterial. I was going to talk more about my psoriasis, but it's so boring.
No,
but that's why my scalp is red right now. I'm like trying to cover it, so that's why I've been using the glycerin on it.
Got it. And has it helped? Like, does it?
It does.
Really?
It makes it a lot less
itchy
red.
And
red.
And good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really helps.
Yeah.
Let's see, it's a great body moisturizer, and then you can make a lot of your own stuff, which is perfect for you since you are working at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Dollar
with
King.
my little, be selling this stuff soon.
Yeah, keep checking her Instagram. You can make. So what was this? Where you make your own? I didn't put.
I like how you spelled the word contain like cocaine.
Yeah.
CONTAINE.
I did
contain.
This, and then I was talking about putting it into a double boiler, and I think
double boiler.
It says double boiler.
I like into double was one word. Into double boiler.
Yeah.
Into double.
Or easier. Oh, that's like Easter or easier.
Easier.
And then Lip Balm was my favorite comedian next to Bruce Baum. BAUM.
Oh yeah,
Bruce Lip Balm.
Yeah.
But we get what it says.
I don't know. I think. I
think
guess
you were spelling them right. I think that's just the handwriting.
Definitely.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
At least with that one. I'm just trying to remember what I was talking about. Like, I think it's just that maybe it was the moisturizer. Making your own. You get 5 ounces of shea butter. You put it in a heat safe container and then in a double boiler. Which is you just boil it basically in the container, with the water that's boiling it.
Like poaching it?
Or
is that something else?
Oh, no.
Or like when you melt chocolate. Like
you
you have to have
yes, that's what
exactly.
Yes, okay,
Yeah, now he gets it.
Yeah.
It had to be something. I have to. Yeah, it has to be sweet or something.
And then you heat that up, or even and then you can put glycerin with almond oil, and then a couple of drops of essential oils.
Yeah, for the smell.
Right, and then you can get those at Dollar King as well.
That's right.
Yeah. And then go back to the lip balm for a sec. Lip balm. It's way better than chemical-based lip balms, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can mix your own glycerin with shea butter or cocoa butter. Or shea butter and cocoa butter, and then you could exchange the cocoa butter for coconut oil, but I prefer the cocoa butter because it stays harder too. Yeah, and it smells really good. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions? What is this one? This is as a a gentle cleanser. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you take 3 teaspoons of milk with a teaspoon of glycerin. And then you mix that up, and you can just use that as a cleanser. And then this product, this is Circuit Skin. I've talked about them before because I really like their stuff, and I'm gonna see if they want me to put my stuff in their stuff in the background for money.
Oh hell yeah, for money.
Yeah, for money. And I think was it like the second ingredient or something? It's pretty close. It's glycerin somewhere in there, and I saw it, but
There was, I think
now
it might have
can't
been
find it.
another bottle or like smaller, another circuit bottle.
Oh,
It was, but I think that one also does have glycerin in it because we were like looking at it before.
yeah. Oh, by the way, lube, glycerin.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Bush was talking about.
Yeah.
What did you say that this was this? This is the second ingredient. It's glycerin. So it's basically mostly glycerin with some other chemicals I've never even heard of. So, but it explains why it tastes kind of sweet. Not that I would know that, but now I get it because I was like, are they sweetening the lube? But glycerin has a sweet taste for some
They
reason.
sent your daddy's lube because it's sweeter now. It's also not for diabetics, obviously.
But with glycerin, you can give it to diabetics.
So what is the sweetness? It's just
I don't know. It's just however they distill the.
from the vegetable,
from the
obviously.
vegetable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there is. Okay,
Maybe,
gotcha.
I don't know what vegetables they're using, but I don't know.
Whatever they're doing,
Yeah.
keep doing it.
If you put your finger in there and taste it, you will taste glycerin.
Glycerin.
And then what else did I have that I brought? Oh, okay. And this is just vitamin E because these are things I try, but like they kind of work. Vitamin E is super sticky. So
Yeah,
it's like,
it is
it's
very
hard.
sticky because
Yeah.
I've tried to use it for like my eyelashes or something.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
do like castor oil. But like,
Castor oil is way better.
yeah. But I'm just like, I always was like, did I like, is this supposed to be like this? Or did I touch something weird with it? And I was like, no, that's just, vitamin
It's just
E
super
oil is
like, yeah,
sticky.
it's viscous.
I don't like the texture.
Yeah.
And that's the way it is when like
Sorry,
you
vitamin
when you
E.
break
We're not
open.
sponsored by vitamin E, so
No.
you're gonna have
Yeah.
to cut that.
We don't even when we say the alphabet, we don't even use
We
that
don't
letter.
even, we skip right
No.
over it.
But even if you open up the pills, like the capsules or whatever,
Yeah.
like when I was working in a pharmacy like years ago, the pharmacist would like open up the capsules and put them on her fingernails
Oh.
just from back there. But it's just as sticky.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
super
So it's just
sturdy.
crazy how that it goes into your body and then what?
What's it
I
doing?
don't
Yeah, what's it
know.
doing in there?
What's it
Just
doing?
gooping up the place.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, so I gave up on this at least for the time being. And then I found out it was in Circuit Skin, the Orea, which is a really good serum for your skin.
Okay.
And then I have the fake bottle, which is empty, which I'll fill up with some glycerin for you if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
just remind me to do that. It's also in their eye serum, which is really nice. Which also makes sense to put. I mean, why wouldn't you put that
yeah
on your eyes?
that
Because you
nice
want to like
smoothness.
lube it up. And then my friend, we talked about. We had her on the show, Robin McDonald. She came up with this. Well, I guess you say that she created this line called Kindry,
Ooh,
and it's in a lot of her stuff too. So this is a cream, and it's got
it's a really
glycerin
pretty
in
bottle
it.
too.
Yeah, I think that's a mask.
Yeah, it's
And,
a very cool
um,
bottle.
Yeah, smell that mask, by the way. It smells so good. I saw that happening before it was happening.
I was like, this is probably thick.
Yeah.
And then
I'm so sorry. It's all over
no,
your
I don't
pants.
care for you. I felt bad for you. That I was like
No,
wasting your
no.
product.
I'll
It
go
You're
for
like,
matches
it's
your
fine.
pants. It
It's-
looks like
yeah, you're
a-
like that's
it's like
$80. yeah. But I will get use out of that.
Do you want to? You want to put it on your hands or something?
yeah. I was like, we'll go like this and we'll see.
In case you're listening and not watching, she has so much.
Monterey was a child and spilled a mask all over her
I
body.
saw you opening it sideways, and I was like, "Oh, she'll
Oh.
turn it right upside down."
No, I don't know why in my head I was just like, it's a bomb.
Yeah.
Like, even though it says a mask, like I was just like, it's gonna be thick.
Yeah,
And
That's what I
No,
thought
it's
too.
not.
I thought it was like a cream you put on, and then it kind of hards. I didn't realize it was
Not
like
that.
a.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
can
realize
make
it was a
them, but yeah.
porridge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks like jizz, just to be
yeah,
honest
it
with you.
does
It looks like you
look
did
like
something really bad
Old
in
man
the alley.
jizz. Yeah. If you're like, do older men's jizz change to gray color?
Yeah.
Whatever. If it does, that's exactly
Your hair
It
what
goes
just
looks
is
gray.
gray.
Everything
Yeah,
should be.
everything
you know.
goes a little
Yeah.
gray. Yeah.
So that's a nice.
But it does
one.
smell good.
Yeah,
I
it
will say
smells
that.
really good.
Yeah.
And if you want to rinse that off in like 20 minutes, you'll probably feel like your skin feels really nice.
now I have
afterwards.
to do my laundry.
I know.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah.
But your
Trying to
pants will be
avoid it.
super like hydrated.
Uh-huh.
That's
smooth.
right. That's right.
That part will the pores will clear up.
You leave out the skin, the fabric softener.
There we go. Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know why I brought the rose oil. Oh, because we were talking about, there's something, because the next thing I was going to talk about is making a mask with it, which is probably more of a stiff mask because you use white kaolin. It's got 3 teaspoons of white kaolin clay, a half a teaspoon of bentonite clay.
Yeah, I know bentonite. That's like I have like the Aztec, I forget what it's called, but it's like the popular one. It's always on TikTok, like the Aztec clay, but it's basically just bentonite clay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I always take baths with it because that's what Cleopatra used to do.
So tell me how do you do that? Like how much do you put in your bath?
I'll put like just like 2 scoops of like a tablespoon, and then you put vinegar, and then you put just like a little bit of vinegar.
Okay.
But you use vinegar and oil, like coconut oil, and then you put baking soda, and then you put salt, and then you can put like herbs, but like put it in a bag because it will clog your tub. I've had to learn the hard way. And then it's like, and I'm like,
Mark is asking if it's a soup or a stew.
Yeah, it's witchcraft.
Yeah.
I take a casserole every night.
Yeah,
and put some vegetables in there.
Yeah, but that's my detox.
So it's like a detoxing.
Yeah.
thing. Because it's a clay pulls
the
stuff
clay
out of you.
pulls all the detox, like all the what is it called in your body?
Impurities.
Yeah, all the impurities out. So like some people drink bentonite clay with like water.
What?
Yeah, so you like it comes out in your shit. But you can just take a bath with it, but live your life. Yeah.
Not with your shit, with the clay.
Yeah, not with your shit. That's your thing.
Yeah. All right, that's really cool. I'm going to try all that. So
Yeah.
I'll wait till I replay this later and I'll write that down.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And then you, on top of the teaspoon of bentonite, a half a teaspoon of bentonite clay, then you do a half a teaspoon of the glycerin, 5 teaspoons of water, and then you do 2 drops of the rose geranium essential oil. I think you could even just use either or.
Yeah.
And then you leave it on until it's dry, and then you would wash that off.
Hell
So so that's that. And then was there something else? Oh, and this is another, I couldn't tell if this product had, this is another Kindry product. It's the Orange Beauty Oil. First of all, smell that. But I don't know if there's glycerin in that one, but because I rubbed the oil, like sort of degraded the
Oh my
turn
gosh,
it upside down.
Yeah. Oh, that smells. Ooh, that's like a very nice orange.
You can drop some of that on your hand or your pants or
whatever. On the floor, whatever you want. Right? Yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yum.
But yeah, whatever is in there has worn off and she uses a lot of cactus oil, which is also really good for your skin.
I've never even heard of cactus oil.
Yeah, her products have a lot of cactus oil, and then she uses apple stem seeds.
Oh, cool.
Or apple stem. I guess ground up apple stems.
It's apple stem cells. So like
the cells from not stem cells, not to be confused with
from
like
the
baby
stem.
cells.
Yeah. But if you want to do that, that's okay. Too.
Again,
we don't shame here.
Are there products that
you're
have
like, it's not your show.
Yeah.
First of all. Yeah.
It is your show. It's absolutely your show.
I'm not a control freak whatsoever. It's weird that you would think that.
What sign are you, by the way?
Scorpio.
Oh,
but
this
I'm a
is your
double
season.
Scorpio. Yeah. It's my sun and my moon.
Wow.
And I'm a problem.
You're a problem.
Yeah, and I'm a problem.
Isn't the moon in Sagittarius right now, but the sun is in Scorpio or something?
Yeah, so the sun is in Scorpio, so that's like basically what it means like when you're born, so like at that time.
Okay.
So that's like the position of the sun, which moves every like 30 days.
Right.
And then your moon sign, the moon changes like I think it's every few hours.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's like
that's why they ask you the time.
Yeah, that's why they ask you the time.
Okay.
Yeah, because it changes every few hours. So it's like because people are like, well, I know a girl's a Scorpio and she's nothing like the other girl. I'm like, you don't know her moon sign. You don't know her rising sign.
Exactly. You don't.
Yeah. So it's like basically when you're born, it's like what the stars, if you took like a screenshot, like where they're in place.
Like high tide and low tide.
Yeah.
Like the moon kind of, because it fluctuates so quickly.
It does.
It's like, like you're saying, every few hours so that.
Yeah.
We were in the desert and we saw the moon come up. It was like we saw it behind a mountain, and then I looked away, and then it was up here. Yeah, looked away, and it was up here, and it was like this red glowing moon. It looked crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing how you just turn your head for a second, and then it's just coming up right before your eyes.
Yeah.
The
it's
moon
so
is
trippy.
kind of confrontational.
It really is.
You're like, okay,
relax.
God, yeah, we see you. Damn.
During the day, it annoys the crap out of me. It's like, dude, get a job.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's like, you can't have the moon and the sun at the same time. It's
you
very
really
confusing.
can't.
Yeah, it
No.
is. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just very selfish of the moon.
I know.
It
They're
has
always
its
trying
time
to
to
one
shine at
up.
night.
You're like, let the sun have its
Yeah.
time. My God, you have the whole
It's time
night.
in the sun. Yeah, isn't that what they say?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. There
But
you
the
go.
moon is jealous because most people are like probably sleeping at night.
That's very
and So
true.
they're like, well, not a lot of people like look at me, and you're
Mm.
like, but that's who you are.
That's
Like
right.
you're the moon. You're the
Own it.
nighttime thing.
Yeah.
I think the moon needs a PR person, and that's you.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
So and then what's your rising sign?
My rising sign is Leo.
Oh, wow.
But what's weird is like I don't like being even though like we're comics, it seems weird to say, but I don't like being center of attention. I'm very much so like more Scorpio, where I'm like, I have a hat.
That's kind of
sweatpants. I'm
how
like,
I
"Don't
thought
talk
of
to
you
me."
more. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, what you're good at talking, obviously, but I don't see you as someone that walks into a room and is like, hey,
No.
I'm here.
I like to, what is this saying? Like be seen, not heard, or what is? did I
Be
make that
heard and
up?
not seen?
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're doing. Because if you're a criminal, be heard, not
Yeah.
seen.
Yes,
you know, So
exactly.
you're like, oh, I heard that guy
He was-
robs bank. I've never seen
Yeah,
him
yeah.
rob a bank. You
It's
know?
all hearsay.
Yeah, it's all
hearsay.
It's all
Yeah.
rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not I say.
No, it's not I say.
It's not I say.
It's
Yeah,
not I
yeah.
say. I say. That's,
Yeah.
you know, foghorn, leghorn. Or
That's
I don't
right.
think, I don't
No.
know. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else today. Oh, anti-aging mask. If you're interested, 1 teaspoon of the glycerin, because I spelled it glycerin, and then you beat an egg in it till it's frothy,
Mm.
Oh.
and that's it. And then you put that on for 20 minutes or so. The egg, the albumin in the egg makes your skin tighter.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I've done a mask with the egg before, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it does really make your skin tight.
You know a lot about skincare, by the way.
I always, that's like my, you know, like on TikTok, everybody has like their whatever their thing. Mine's ASMR skincare, and
I love it. Give us a nice
nothing
ASMR.
bad. I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
ASMR.
Could you hear that, Mark? Yes.
He's like, get her out.
Yeah,
Get
I
her
went right
out.
into Mark's
this
headphones.
poor girl in her dirty socks off my couch.
Oh my God. And then after you take it off, apply moisturizer.
Mm.
And the one thing I do want to say is always when you're using any of the things that I recommend, do a patch test.
Yeah.
You know, I think you can put it like behind your ear, or like, you know, like on the back of your neck, and just leave it for like, you know, a few hours, and then see how your skin reacts.
Yeah.
And then, then maybe do it the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. We leave it overnight for. I mean, you can make your own anti-acne. What is that? Anti-acne serum. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
And that what you would leave overnight. So it's just a half teaspoon of glycerin with a half teaspoon of orange blossom water, which everybody has laying around the house, and then 4 drops of tea tree oil. I don't
I
like.
do
tea
have
tree
tea
oil. You do?
I have like I use it for I'll put it on my scalp. I feel like sometimes when my scalp
Oh,
gets itchy,
yeah.
yeah, it helps with that. And also what else do I use tea tree? Oh, sometimes like if I'm getting a pimple,
Uh-huh.
I'll dilute it with a little bit of water.
Yeah, you
and I
gotta
feel like
dilute it.
Yeah, and I feel like it like goes down.
It
but
does,
I
for
could be
sure.
making this up.
Yeah, it kills all the bacteria,
Yeah.
but it can dry your skin out really quick.
Yeah, it definitely gets very flaky like when I use it.
So yeah, I mean, I guess that's why it would work with like the glycerin and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, I could go on forever. There's 9 pages of this shit. So you can do it with a body scrub. You would put glycerin with equal parts of glycerin and sugar, and you can just use that on your skin, and then just, you know, rinse it off in the shower, and then put glycerin back on over it,
Hell
and
yeah.
then seal in the juices, or use your cocoa butter. Or your
How
shea
long have you
butter.
been a esthetician for?
25 years.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I do. I specialize in facial massage.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
the
yeah,
buckle
seen
massage,
that.
like in the jaw and stuff like
Hell
that.
yeah. I remember reading or hearing about all the like the gua sha, 'cause I was always like into like
Oh,
Korean
yeah.
skincare or whatever. I know that's technically not Korean.
No.
I was like, I know. I know my Asians. Okay. But yeah, and then I saw you doing the facial massage stuff, and I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, because I had already like learned, or not, I had already like I saw it on like a video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, and it's true, because it's like, yeah, like your freaking face is like your regular muscles, and so you're like, yeah, if you work it out, dummy,
Yeah.
then you can make it tighter. I'm really
I'm
inspirational.
gonna put that on my business
Yeah.
card.
Motivational speaker. Work it out, dummy.
What do you think about it? Yeah.
But it's become more. I don't know. People know more about it since the pandemic, because
Right.
everybody was just on their phone and on TikTok.
Totally.
And now something that I did for all these years, nobody knew about it, and now
Right.
suddenly like people are interested in facial massage, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that was my favorite part. Like when when you just get like an hour like Thai massage or whatever.
Yeah.
And they do the face part. I'm always like, can you please do more face? Like that's like my
yeah.
favorite part is like when they massage your face.
You should have me work on your face.
Yeah, I know,
man.
I will. I
It's
was like, I
it's
will for
like
sure.
it lifts and tones, and it's
the buckle
forms.
massage it, like really helped. Like I would have tons of tension headaches.
Yeah.
It'll start in my neck and then go up my jaw and like resonate to my head. And just by like pushing in those muscles in those areas, like feeling those little like
Grooves
like
or
little
whatever,
like yeah, like
yeah.
you call them like goldfish.
Yeah, I call them
Like-
goldfish.
Oh.
They're
There's
little
like bubbles and
yeah.
goldfish. But the bubbles you can
Oh.
sort of squish
Mhm.
Yeah.
down, and you'll feel that. And then the goldfish don't really quite break down. They're like little muscle spasms.
Okay.
And so it just feels
Mm.
like you're just rolling around a goldfish in your hand. And so I try to like hold it and be with it, and then thank
Yeah.
it for holding into all
Thank
the
you.
emotions.
Yeah.
And then
truly.
tell them to let them go now, and then
Oh.
they'll sort of they'll break up a little bit,
Yeah.
and then the I don't know, and it just makes you feel better.
You
Yeah.
immediately shit yourself right after,
Yeah.
but it's fine because it's not your bed you're lying on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bed.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's my
hers.
And
table. So
we wash sheets.
yeah, and
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
We wash them here.
Put them in the gouache.
Yeah.
In the
That
gouache?
just brought him. I just brought it
Yeah.
around full
Look at
circle.
you.
Look at you.
And it makes you can make an aftershave with it.
Oh,
We should try this, okay? So
What-
we'll get
yeah.
you get a half cup of witch hazel.
Witch hazel?
Distillate, the one that we're talking about.
Okay, cool.
And then a tablespoon of dried calendula flowers, which I don't. It probably breaks down because then you have to wait a couple weeks, and then you add in a half a cup of rose floral water,
Mhm.
4 drops each of sandalwood or lavender or both, and then you use a cup of the resultant
Mm.
solution. I've
Wow.
obviously copied this from a website, and then a quarter
It's,
cup.
it's
of
my favorite
glycerin.
John Grisham novel.
Yeah.
The Resultant.
The resultant.
The resultant, and then you just apply it like after you shave, and then you leave
Huh.
it on.
So wait, so it breaks down the calendula. What is it? Calendula flower.
I'm guessing it must.
And then it's 2 weeks after
yeah,
that.
you
and
have to
then-
sit. You have to let it
Huh.
sit for 2 weeks.
And if you guys want to know where you buy dried flowers, you buy them at any Asian grocery store.
Is that right?
Yeah, I go to 99 Ranch Market because I always like to drink because you're supposed to like make teas with it. It's like supposed to
Yeah.
be so much healthier than tea bags. And they have like a whole aisle of just all dried flowers.
You and I should just do that on a field trip
Yeah.
one day.
I love 99 Ranch Market in Los Angeles, and then there's H Mart. That one's like more Chinese, and the other one's Korean.
Uh-huh.
And they're amazing.
Oh, I
For, like,
love
all
that.
those like dried They have like dried mushrooms, like all that type of stuff.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
And then you could like grind it up and
yeah,
then just put it on
or
your
like,
skin.
liquor
Or...
baths and like
Oh,
all that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, or like just the tea. It's apparently like much cooler and prettier.
Well,
to
it's not
drink.
processed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, I like those like like a flower. It's
yeah,
like in a
they blossom or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're so expensive on Instagram. They're like, ooh, like it's all the
Yeah.
like influencer brand. I'm like, you can go to 99 Ranch Market or whatever city you live in. You gotta look up the Asian food store.
You
and
should
they have
comment
it.
that on their website.
Yeah, I'm like,
Don't buy it there.
yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
And then shampoo, you can use it for a shampoo, a conditioning hair mask, and it's protecting, and it will repair your hair. Just the actual putting it in, like I was talking about, like you can just put it in your conditioner, leave it in for 10 minutes or so. Or you can leave it on. Like I said, afterwards, once you rinse that out, then put maybe a little more in.
Yeah.
Or you can, because conditioner tends to dry your hair out if you leave it on, like regular conditioner,
Yeah.
because it's like sucking the moisture out into
Right.
itself. That's why you have to rinse it off,
Mm.
which seems weird. But and then you store the leftovers in a dark container. Apparently, that's important so that I guess it's not breaking.
Yeah.
Down in the sun or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those are my 9 pages.
That's a good text
I'm gonna
message.
try it on my hair though, because I mean you can see my hair's awfully dry.
This weather, it's painful.
it really is something.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try it on my hair and see if that helps me.
All right. Well, I'm
But-
going to pour you a little bit in that bottle, and you can take that with you and report back and tell me
will.
what you think of that.
I sure will.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of it as far as I was talking about that stuff. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to conclude
There's
with?
no
or-
TV shows I've been watching lately. I'm tired of watching TV shows. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
There's no there's
Fall of
nothing.
the Usher or the House of Usher. Have
Is
you guys
how
watched that?
how is
I think it's
Yeah?
good. I mean, there's like elements of it where I'm like, okay, but for the most part, I think it's
Okay.
like really creative. I think it's like something we've like never seen before, And I will say, I'm not like one of those feminist chicks, but I am a feminist, but not in like an annoying way. But
I like you said feminist chick.
yeah.
So that just shows
Not one of those
both sides.
feminist broads, all right? Not one of those whores. No, but they did a really good job of like writing like good, like well-rounded, or just like badass like female characters.
I love
like
that.
likable and unlikable.
It seems like that's more like it's more prominent than it was before.
Yeah, I feel like so many shows like I'm like, okay, not all of us like to drink and just fuck random people. Like not like no offense if that's your life, but
Yeah,
it's like
right.
I've never done that in my life. I've never had a one night stand. Can I have one girl on TV who doesn't just is like, I'm a badass, takes a shot and then goes like fucks a dude and
Yeah.
then kills a guy? You're like, really? Okay.
We're
So
very one-dimensional.
I'm like, I've never killed a guy. Okay.
Also,
I'd like to.
Yeah, look on the billboards for a movie, and it's always like guy, and then a little woman like peeking her head out from behind the man.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm confused. Where's the stapler? And you're like, all right. It's that, or it's like the girl like Jessica Jones and the chick from Shameless, or like the people from Sex and the City, where it's like they're all super big drinkers and just fuck everybody.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really
Yeah.
think about it that way. And it was written by a woman, right?
Yeah.
Or was it as a man?
wait.
David something, right?
Oh, Bill Bunham for Sex and the City, or
Yeah.
which one? Yeah. Wait, Bill Bunham, or some? It's something Bunham or Dave. Yeah, maybe it is a Dave.
I don't
Bunham?
know.
Bill Dave.
Bill Dave.
Bill Dave.
That is it. Bill
Dave
Heard of
Bunham.
him?
Yeah.
Kind of a blues
What did you
bag,
think
but-
of, or did you watch it? Nikki got me into it. Killing Eve, I thought was just
Oh my gosh.
No,
such an
what's that?
incredibly
So
good
good.
show.
Oh my
What is
God, I'm
that?
screaming into the mic. It's so fucking good. Sorry, Mark. It's about a woman who's Sandra Oh
Mhm. Yeah.
becomes obsessed with this woman who's what do you call her? Like
I guess she's like basically an
assassin,
assassin.
yes, yeah.
And her story's incredible as well. And the
Yeah.
acting and the dialogue is just,
and they become
it's so good.
They become obsessed with each other, and it's all takes place in Europe,
Oh,
which is really cool. You get to feel like
Yeah.
you take a little vacation.
for
Yeah.
sure.
And and the girl
A lot
who
of women
plays
in charge.
the other a lot of women in charge. Yeah, the
Yeah.
women who are like signing the things. It's mostly women.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I think that the first person who gets killed is it a man?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, or if it's not the first person, it's the first like main character who's not like someone who's being assassinated or
Okay.
whatever. But yeah.
Oh hell yeah, Killing Eve.
Yeah.
That's the name of it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Killing Eve. Yeah.
There's
And
4
the girl
seasons and it's really
who
good.
plays what's her name?
Villanelle.
Villanelle. What'd you say, Mark?
Yes,
Jodie Comer.
she's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you're
Yeah.
gonna fall in love with her too.
Okay.
She's a badass.
She's fucking hilarious too.
She
And like a
is.
dark, I don't want to give too much away, but it's a TV show.
Yeah, but it is a TV show
Mhm.
you can watch on your TV.
yeah.
I think we've said too much.
You've turned everybody off.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. But dude, this was so fun.
Yeah,
thank
thank
you
you for having
so. I don't
me.
mean to call you dude, but
Yeah, you can call me
for
dude,
me,
it's
dude
fine.
is like an exclamation. Like
Yeah, I
like,
say
yeah,
dude, I
yeah.
say bro, I
Yeah.
say cunt. You know, I call women cunts too. Right?
Thank you, cunt, for coming
Yeah.
today. Thank you for cunting.
Yes,
And,
I'll
um,
cunt anytime
Yeah.
for you.
Where can we find
Yeah.
you on socials?
Oh, yeah,
My
good call.
Instagram is just my name at Monterey MONAREY and then an M.
Oh, okay. That's
Monterey
so
M.
nice and easy. I like that.
Yeah, you know, hopefully I'm the only Monterey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know of any other Montereys
Yeah,
ever.
I never did that with my hand before. I was like, I felt it, and then I
She's
was
doing
like,
like the hang
oh
loose sign.
no, that was embarrassing. Okay,
I love it. I'm gonna make that the thumbnail.
Yeah. Forever, I'll just be that girl. Yeah. Oh no.
All right. Well, you guys, we'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.